Welcome to the Conor Canney podcast. And in today's podcast, I'm going to briefly talk about something I talked about in a hour-long video I made on the Let You Be You Life Camp channel, which may be this channel that you're actually looking at. I just want to reiterate again. All right, some unconventional wisdom about matriarchal societies that Indigenous people live in, and how I think it can help us. Now, I think it can help us. Basically, what matriarchal society is it was a society that was based on the balance of the whole society, of everyone within it. You know, there were people. When I say Indigenous people, notably these people were from, they were Aboriginal people from Australia, Maoris from New Zealand, and Indigenous people of North and South and Middle America. What people call Native Americans. Some of them actually do prefer to be called American Indians. But no, that's not politically correct, but there's the American Indian Society, and they do prefer to be called American Indians. Now, they had a lot of respect for their women, right? They lived in a matriarchal society. We live in a patriarchal society, which was created which was created so that greedy men could go around the world and take over things. Now, we have got a lot of stuff to be grateful for, because it's the reason we can now subsequently I can sit with this microphone, as I've said before in the last video, in that video. And it's the reason we can, we live in a far safer time than we ever have before. The technology, everything is amazing now, right? So I'm not complaining about that, but there are certain principles that we can implement if we understand, and certain principle and certain things we can uncondition our mind from if we understand what this society is based on. Now, one of the things it's based on is school was based on indoctrinating people into going into the army or, the military, and work in factories, right? And because of that, it kind of didn't allow for people to pursue what they want to pursue. Now, of course, nowadays, like, people, we've had like things we've had inventors and mavericks and artists and people that have done what they want over the years and have pursued what they want to pursue. And, we had the revolution in the 60s, and we had, where people started to get more in touch with their feminine side, and people started to explore things, be it through marijuana, be it through psychedelic drugs, be it through sex, be it through music, forms of expression of film and art, right? Started to question the status quo. And obviously people do what they want, and today we've got thousands of opportunities. No better time to be an entrepreneur. Do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? So, and I'm not disrespecting teachers. I have a lot of friends that are teachers. I'm not disrespecting school. Right, there's a lot of great things that teachers do. It's an admirable profession, working with children, right? That's fine. But I just thought I'd bring it to the forefront of people's consciousness that we are really conditioned to kind of neglect that part of us, the feminine, the left side of the brain. I say in my piece, Feel and Then Strategize, which is going to be released as a song at some point, and also is in my book, the Let You Be You Life Camp Handbook, which I'm currently rewriting, will be available soon. I say, there's a line I say, it's basically proceed from your gut feeling, the spontaneous side within you, the feminine, that which some in the Japanese culture call yin, right? And then use the logical, pragmatic, practical side of you, the masculine, yang, to figure out how to manifest that feeling that you would like to happen, how you'd like to feel in your life into how to manifest it into reality. Now, society will tell you the opposite, but remember, this society is fucking insane and systematically suppresses the right side of our brain. And I say that because literally our brain has, from a young age, our emotions have been suppressed, and we've been oppressed to a degree by having to regurgitate information at school and write down things and copy that thing without any real consideration of what we would like to feel in our life and what kind of life we would like to create for ourselves. So what the matriarchy society was about raising like strong individuals into adults, and that's something that we can use that metaphor, right, in our own lives and for our children, to figure out, what are we going to do? What would we rather? Would we rather like get in touch with that part of us that's telling us what we want to do in life, our life's purpose, or would we, or would you want to just be like live life like a slave, like, oh God, I hate my life, I hate my job, I hate my career, I don't know what to do? Is that kind of fucking energy you want to show to your children? I sure as fuck don't. I want to live the life I want to live, experience a life of joy and passion, and lead by example and encourage my children in the future, if I do have children, if the right woman comes along, to do the same thing, right? So that's just like me bringing this information about matriarchal societies. You can do your own research on that if you want, just the forefront, just the little thing I thought I'd share, and that's really what it is. Okay, bye-bye.